Hi everybody. Hola Ositos. It's been a while. I've been gone. Been gone from YouTube and Twitch for 6 months, I think. Going to be 6 months. There's been a lot that's happened that delayed or just did not align with, my energy, my motivation, and my spirit, to be honest, on making sure I can come on here and continue or pick up where I left off. And I want to explain and I want to share some of the things that I've been going through. Hopefully not over explain or make this sound like an excuse, but more so that I can put that behind me. Give a lot of you all some context and also some hope for me to come back. It's been on my mind daily, weekly. It's been something I've been asking my husband for support, pretty much just telling him to give me a little nudge or encouragement to play a game, and it's worked for the most part. But I've just been playing games on my own or with family, and that's been a good. Been a good, slow restart to things. But I think if I'm going to explain certain things, my mind goes back as far as September of last year. And I think that's when, I was more inconsistent, or began to be inconsistent with like the content I was putting out and live streams, and I tried really hard to still keep up with things, and it started to get really, really tough to do so. But yeah, September, a lot happened. We moved to a new place. This took a while for me to adjust and reconfigure my setup. My new job took me to South Korea, which was amazing, but also took time away from me to plan things out and continue on my content creation and cozy game adventures. So that was a big distraction, and but the biggest thing that happened, and something that I'm going to try and still talk about, is my younger sister's cancer diagnosis. She turned 35 and found out she has breast cancer, and then a month after that she learned that she has the cancer spread. So it's pretty bleak, it's pretty dramatic, pretty sad, really, really dark. In that I'm thinking the worst. It also sucks that she lives pretty far away from me, and not being able to be there physically close was taking a large toll on my mental health, and I'm sure it was for her as well. And I was trying to be the older sibling for her and support her and her partner through this really, really like big life-changing news that she got. So it was hard to navigate the day-to-day at that point, and with that news, everything pretty much shifted to what can I do to support her, and how can I make sure I'm here for her, and and doing it from long distance. So that was a huge challenge, and a huge hurdle to still continue on trying to figure out how to get over. I do have good news about that at the end, so hang on until I get there timeline wise. Yeah, all that happened before the year end, right? So moving, job trip, and after the job trip to South Korea, there were a couple more trips that I did locally, though not too far away, but it took away a lot of my time from home, and trying to be there for my family, my sister. And of course the holidays came up really quickly. There was a lot that I try to make sure I can keep doing, and still keep some sort of optimistic mindset through it all. When the new year came, January, I had another trip to South Korea, and it was so cold. And I still enjoyed it, but it was still a very stressful work trip. A lot of just going from hotel to the office, eating, and then come back. Couldn't really do a lot of sightseeing again because it was just way too cold to be out and about. I come back and I catch the flu, and that was okay until it wasn't. It was about 2 or so weeks until I finally felt better, but I think it just felt worse because of the jet lag of me coming back, and a whole bunch of other stuff was happening, and that whole month plus February was a big blur. And around the end of January or the mid-January, I can't remember, my sister got more bad news, and just really put my life in perspective, and what I was doing, what I was working towards, what I was focusing on. So of course all these things started to pretty much just become the top of my list of making sure I take care of, and playing games, being on YouTube, and live streaming on Twitch was just not the top priority for me, unfortunately. And although I did immensely enjoy and loved presenting for Wholesome Snack in December, and I was hoping that can be my catalyst to reconnect and restart this journey that I started, things just didn't really line up with adding more happy, positive things to that short little ladder of joy that I was on for a little while. Once I heard from my sister again that the bad news wasn't bad news. It was bad news because we didn't know any news, and it was a possibility of other worse things that could have been, affecting her health. So once we got better news that things were looking better for her, and that was mid to end of February, we finally decided, my husband and I, to visit my sister and her partner. So we did. We finally did it. And that was the beginning of March. I saw my sister, and I haven't seen her since my wedding. And that was in 2022. So it's been a while since I've been able to really hug her physically and just be in her presence. The trip was short, but it was another pivotal point. It started to bring good news, bring light, bring a sense of joy, even just being with one of my beloved family members, and learn that her cancer is shrinking, the chemo is working, that there is a little light at the end of this really dark tunnel for her. And once we came back from that trip, There was a lot of happiness, a lot of positivity that I think 100% made a big difference in how I acted and performed at work. So things started to be a little bit better, and I started to see progress and growth in some of the things I was working on, and things at home were getting a little bit more settled. And that's when, telling Spencer to give me a little encouragement here and there to finally game. And so what we've been doing, and one thing I took away from my trip with my sister was, because we're both gamers and we're both queer, so we're like, hey, how do we reconnect again? Because we used to play a lot of video games together, and that's how we stayed connected. And so we decided to play Baldur's Gate 3 together. So I'm currently playing Baldur's Gate 3 with my sister. This is my 4th playthrough, but my 2nd time playing online co-op. The first time I did it with Spencer. And it's been a fun journey because I play with her once or twice a week for about 2 hours until she gets tired and needs to rest. But we're both big nerds and love D&D, so this was the perfect thing, especially when we have so much fun playing these characters. And so that has now brought me reigniting the joy with playing games, especially multiplayer and online. And around the same time, my husband and I and our best friend started to play Peak, just something to kill the time or decompress after a long work day. So been playing Peak with them, has been enjoyable. It's such a wild, dumb little game, and there's moments where I wish I was capturing it. I wish I was recording it, but I'm okay with it being these two things being very separate, very much just for me, and hopefully very much just for my family to enjoy. So but on the other side, it's now giving me the energy and the one up on, hey, I miss I miss YouTube, I miss creating content, and I miss going live, I miss playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and I want to finish some of the games that I started. So that's what I'm pretty much aiming to do. So I'm hoping that I can at least do one live stream a week. I'm gonna start slow. It will be Hello Kitty Island Adventure, especially when there's been a huge update that I've been kind of following, and it's featuring one of my old-time Hello Kitty or Sanrio characters, Usahana, the little patched up rainbow bunny that I've always just classified as a queer little character because of our colors. So I'm eager to get back to that. I'm eager to get to finish some of the games that I started, and just record and publish on YouTube at a regular cadence. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to either pick up again or complete. There's some on my list that are really high up, like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing, and especially with the update. So there's some stuff there that I'm gonna check out and see what's gonna be something I can set up, not have too much work to record and edit. I haven't edited a video in months, so I'm a little rusty, and I feel like I need to relearn a couple of things here and there, but it doesn't look like a giant mountain anymore. This looks scalable. I think just mostly because I have the energy now to get back into it. I have been playing a lot of mobile games for the past month or so, and I got back into Pocket Camp since I purchased it last year when it transitioned from its live service game to its just full package mobile game. And I've been having a lot of fun just doing daily stuff from there. These are things I'm just going to keep personal. I'm not sure how I can capture these things easily, so I don't want to make it too complicated. But mobile game wise, it's Pocket Camp, Monopoly Go, and Pikmin Bloom. Just something that helps me kill time, and what I think was helping me a lot, especially working with my therapist, is just getting back to doing some routine habits, some rituals that help at least regulate some sort of sense of stability for me. So that's been helping. I'm also very aware of how much time I am on my phone, so I've been doing and trying to do some other things that take me away from screens. So reading books has been one thing that has increased a lot for me. It's been a mix of listening to audiobooks on my commute from work when back home, and also reading as well. So again, these are just for me, but I may share what I'm reading every now and then. And I know I have a very quiet Discord server right now that hasn't had a lot of activity. So I'm really eager to kind of get back in there and just share a little bit more. I mean, we have a lot of work to do this year, but I feel like I've been finding bits and pieces of my old self, and the energy for me to do that has been slowly growing. So yeah, I'm hoping that this update helps me and also helps some of y'all who have been watching and following, who I've been I felt guilty and sorry for neglecting, but I am truly thankful that there's been a lot of folks who have reached out, checked in on me, and I hope that this provides some light to what's been going on for the last few months. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I don't want to get it too long. But yeah, I feel like there's so many other things I want to talk about, but I think that this is helping me just get it out there as another little update and a little jump start to get things out, for me to also edit something that's simple and remember some of the old techniques that I hope I can remember. So yeah, I'm back. I'm excited to be back. I'll end with one thing that I'm gonna be doing, since my sister has needed some support financially. She has a GoFundMe, so I'm gonna start sharing that link in my content and my streams. You know, she's still working because she needs bills, and healthcare for cancer patients is still really, really shitty here in the States. She's only able to work 1 day a week, and I think she's pretty much just like trying to get a job that is not as stressful or tiring for her. But in the meantime, any kind of financial support or even just sharing the link will be extremely helpful. I don't even think she's asking for much on there, to be honest. I wish she was asking for more, but my sister's very proud but very humble as well, and I know she's very, very appreciative of any kind of help and support that she can get. Like I said, she is also queer. She's an artist, and yeah, so if you can help, I would really, really, really love and appreciate that. So I'll leave there, and thank you for staying with me throughout the whole update. I'm trying to shake off some nerves in the beginning, so hopefully I didn't sound too odd. But it's already making me giggle, the thought of me going back into, playing games and sharing it with you all. So I'll end it here. Okay. I love you all. Thank you again. It's great to see you and great to be back. And if you have any questions about anything, super honest with how I'm open to answer anything to the best of my ability. And I will let you know too if I don't think I can share much about that. But yeah, let me know. Okay, I'll say goodbye.